Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Brian Noonan here. In today's video, I want to go over and go way back, almost 2 years ago, when I was first getting started with Amazon FBA and launching my first product. What I would have wished I would have done differently, or wish I would have known getting ready to sell my product, getting ready for launch. I thought I could just upload some pictures, upload my bullet points, fill out my title, write out my description, and I'd be ready to go. My product would get to the Amazon fulfillment center and it would just take off and start selling, and I'd sell out. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. It's never that easy. So in this video, I want to go over and share with you guys some tips to getting prepared to start selling your product once it gets to the Amazon warehouse, whether you've recently launched your first FBA product, or maybe your product's in transit to the FBA fulfillment center and you're hoping your listing is set up for success. I want to go over some really powerful tips for you guys. I can remember going back almost 2 years ago, launching my first product. What I wish I would have done a little bit differently so I could have made more sales faster. So I've gone on since to launch 8 successful FBA products and registered 2 brands on Amazon. But I know how difficult and how much fear you can have getting started with your first product, hoping that your listing is set up correctly. Will your product even sell? I know it's challenging. So I'm going to go over everything in this video that I think you should know for getting started, getting ready to launch your product. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I made this channel for 2 reasons. Number one, for those people that can't afford a $1,000 or $2,000 course, but still want to start and succeed with the FBA business model and starting your own FBA business. And 2, for those of you who maybe have paid $1,000 or $2,000 for a course and still can't find a product, or the course claimed to come with one-on-one mentorship, but really all you got was a Facebook group to ask questions. So I'm here for you. I will be your virtual mentor, and you're always welcome to contact me via the YouTube channel or reach out to me in the video description down below. My email is there. I'm happy to help you. So we're going to dive into my computer and we're going to go over what you should be doing and getting ready for to start selling your first product. All right, guys, here we are inside my computer. I'm going to try to, jam pack not too much information, but a lot of information inside of this video, because I want to go over quite a bit of information, but it's really important information in today's video. I remember going back, launching my first product. I was really nervous and I wasn't sure if I had my listing set up correctly and if I was doing everything right. I don't want you guys to just hope that everything is set up correctly. I want to give you some tips and some pointers on what has worked really well for me. Launching my first product, which I've shared on the channel, the baby handprint and footprint picture frame kit. I have another video, check that one out, or I'll link it at the end of this video, where I kind of go over the results, the true results from that baby product, what exactly the reasons I went into that product, because the numbers looked really good. The sourcing cost was, good. The profit margin was pretty good. I thought was going to be 30% or higher, but definitely check out that video where I go over my actual first product, true results from my first product, and then my second product as well, really took off and still does really, really well for me. But I remember, setting up the listing the first time, I was trying to piece everything together to get ready for launch. And so I want to make this video today to go over your listing and make sure you can check these things too. Let's say you maybe have found a product and you're negotiating with suppliers right now, or maybe your product is on the way to the Amazon warehouse and you're excited to get it up and launched and running and start making sales and money. So I'm going to give you some really good pointers and tips in this video today. So, but first, I just want to show you this product that I came across. You guys are welcome to look into this product. I'm not going to go into this one because this is a little bit higher priced item, and I'd have to check into this personalization, if it comes with these letters, because obviously the FBA business model, we're kind of like just buying inventory in bulk and sending it to the Amazon warehouse. So we don't really have the ability to personalize or customize this name, but I'd have to look in. If it comes with stickers, then that'd be fine, which it looks like it does. But I came across this product inside Helium 10's black box, which I really, really like to do, looking for low rating products or products that have a low number of images, but are still making a ton of money. So I just wanted to give you guys this product idea. It's actually selling pretty well last time I checked. 13 reviews doing $36,000. There's no reason you can't go out there and do this kind of revenue as well. 13 reviews, $36,000. 58 reviews doing $15,000 and 100 reviews doing $61,000. So a real easy product here. It would be a little bit expensive to source this product just because it's larger on the larger size, but probably still under 5 pounds. Let's see how much it weighs. About 4.2 pounds. Yeah. And then it's large standard size, so it's not oversized. So definitely look into this product. It's really interesting. The next thing I just want to cover real quick, if you guys are in the product research phase or looking for that second or third product, is I like to use the storefront method to find my products. And so what the storefront method is you go over here to the buy now, add to cart button, and you click on sold by, and you click on their storefront name or their business name, and the brand name's under the title, and then you click on their storefront, which is right here under the name of the store or the business name. And then you can see that this is an FBA seller. And the reason I like the storefront method so well is because most FBA sellers, including myself, if we have one product doing really, really well, there's a good chance we have other products doing really, really well. Okay, so this is a perfect example of a seller I came across, X Cost Rack. Okay, so they were selling, this product, and then I opened up their storefront, and then you can run X-Ray, the Helium 10 software tool is down in the description below. Go ahead and pick that up for 50% off. It's a great all-in-one tool for Amazon sellers. But you can see the revenue here is just on all their products is like $5,000 or more, and all of their reviews are like 130 reviews or less. I mean, so there's some real opportunity here that I want you guys to go check out. So he's got some food container storage. Wine racks are going to be pretty competitive. A LED hanging light up macrame hammock chair. A pot rack, 7 reviews doing 6,000, a 2-tier Lazy Susan, 50 reviews doing 21,000, another hammock swing chair, this bartending little kit for $57.97 doing $58,000 a month with 69 reviews. Jewelry organizer doing $23,000 a month with only 29 reviews. And again, for review count, we want to look for low reviews, but we can get 30 reviews in about 1 month is about on average. So, this one right here doing $14,000 a month with 38 reviews only takes about 1 month. And then this one right here, 29 reviews, only takes about a month, already doing $23,000 a month. And then you can pretty much guarantee, guys, that about 30% at least of these numbers are pure profit, because we look for, product opportunities that have a profit margin of around 30% or higher. All right, so definitely just wanted to give you some tips there on product research. If you're doing that, right now, those are a couple products you can look into in storefronts. Okay, let's get into launch. So I have covered this a little bit in one of my previous videos, but I've never gone as far as I'm going to go in this video. So when I first got started with my product, I knew that the description had to be in HTML format. So I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but your description, it doesn't index or rank, and it's the least important. But the description, is that part at the very halfway at the bottom, halfway down the page. The description is always halfway down the page right here. It needs to be in HTML format text. And there's some codes that you have to enter. Like this description isn't very well done. Let's see if I can find a different one where the description is better. So you can just find one doing more revenue, and they're probably got a better optimized listing. Yeah. So first I can see their images are better. Their title is short, but could be a little better. Their bullet points are short, but let's see if their description's any better. Yeah. Okay. So they're a registered brand because they have pictures in their description, but the description needs to be an HTML format text. It doesn't rank or index, but it does show up first for mobile shoppers. So it is important that you do fill out a description so that customers, when they're shopping on mobile, they'll see that first. Okay, so make sure you do fill out your description, and it needs to be an HTML format text. And there's just these certain codes that you have to use, like back arrow, B front arrow for bold text, and then back arrow, B slash forward arrow, something like that, to put spaces down here in the description, and then also to bold the header, of certain parts of the description. Let me see if I can just pull up one more example here that has a well-optimized description, and then also we're going to talk about title and bullet points next. So yeah, this one is an example of much better done description. You can see they have like the brand name and the product name in bold right here, and then they have spacing, it's spaced out well, and then they have features in bold and package includes in bold, and then it's spaced out well. So look up HTML. There is a tool out there. If you just Google HTML format text helping writer, you can use a tool that will help you write the description in HTML format. Okay, and that of course is inside your Seller Central. You hit edit, and then you go to the description tab right here, and that will be right here. So you can see I have here one of my first products, back arrow, B forward arrow, that is bold. And then down here, back arrow slash B front arrow ends bold text, and then back arrow B front arrow starts bold text. And then there's certain codes here for like putting same thing as hitting enter on the keyboard. So make sure you're checking that out. Next, we're going to go over the title. So title needs to be well optimized. What I recommend doing is writing out your title in a way that gets customers to click and buy on the product first. So tell the customer what the product is, what it's used for. If you can, later, after you write the title out for the customer to click on it and figure out what your product is by easily inside the title, then go back and put in the keywords. All right, does that make sense? So don't think you have to put in like your top 5 keywords, just keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword to make up your title. You will want to optimize your title because it is one of the most important things index-wise and ranking-wise after the pictures. It's actually the most important for ranking-wise with the Amazon algorithm. The title, the bullet points, and the search terms on the back end are the most important for ranking. But this one is well done, rustic. I don't recommend putting your brand name at the front. Okay, so I would just leave that out until you're a more large, registered brand. Then you can put your brand name in the beginning. But when you're first getting started for your first or second product, I don't recommend putting the brand name at the beginning of the title. You're just taking up space, and plus the brand name is right below the title on every product, okay? So rustic hanging jewelry organizer, wall mounted, mesh jewelry holder for necklaces, earrings, bracelets, removable bracelet rod, hooks, wooden barn door decor. So I would say this one's a little bit wordy and a little bit, redundant with like keyword after keyword after keyword after keyword. So I would maybe shorten it up just a little bit, but other than that, it's well optimized. And then down here, the bullet points are really important that you guys have this well optimized here. You can see I would recommend doing like this first part after the little emoji, like in all capital letters. So let me see if I can find an example of one that's doing that. Basically 90% of customers that are shopping won't read past this first part of the bullet point. So if you could do this part all in capitals, 90% of customers aren't even going to read past that. All right. So these are things that you want to pay attention to and grab the customer's attention right off the get-go once they land on your listing. All right. And so I really didn't know how, when I was first getting started, I didn't know how to write out these bullet points very well. If you're struggling with that right now, you don't know, how am I going to write out all these bullet points? What you can do is just look at your top 2 or 3 competitors. The products that are most similar to yours, selling on Amazon, doing good revenue in your niche that are most relevant, similar to your product, just copy and paste their bullet points into a Word doc or a Google doc, and then edit it with your own information and kind of base your bullet points off of what is already working. That would be my best tip for you guys out there that don't want to reinvent the wheel, and you don't have to like start from scratch writing out all these bullet points. It's worked really well for me by just looking at what my main competitors are doing, what do they have in their title, what do they have in their bullet points, and then copy and pasting and then changing it. You do need to change it, either changing the order and then filling out with your own information and the benefits and features of your product over your competitors, what makes it better, okay? So we want to make sure our title is well written, the bullet points are well optimized and filled out. Bullet points number 4 and 5 down here, actually 3 and 4 are really important for indexing as well. So try to get some keywords in there, but don't write the bullet point out just with all keywords, of course. You want to write out the bullet point that makes sense to the customer, and then if there's room, go back in and add some of your main top keywords, okay? And where I get my keywords from, so I get my keywords from Helium 10. So one of the best things to do, like let's say you're doing that karate belt, is to, grab the top competitors in the niche doing the most revenue. So karate belt display, this one's doing 100,000 a month. The best thing to do is just grab like your top 5 to 10 competitors, ASINs. Go into your Helium 10 account, or if you're using Jungle Scout or Merchant Words, they have a keyword research tool. But the reason I love Helium 10 so much is because of Cerebro, a reverse ASIN lookup. All right. So this allows us to copy and paste our top 5 or 10 competitors listings, their ASIN number, and then get keywords, and it'll tell you exactly what keywords your main competitors are using and ranking for on the first page. So really powerful there. And then you can use this list to incorporate these keywords inside of your title and bullet points and description, and on the back end in search terms. And then also you will be using those this list of keywords inside your PPC campaigns. All right. And then now you can see, like, if you were to copy and paste in this Cerebro your top 5 competitors ASINs, now you have all of the keywords that they're ranking for on the first page. So this is what you'd want to include, like numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. After you paste your top 5 to 10 competitors ASINs in here, then get keywords, you'd want to incorporate these into your listing, okay? And then where you go on the back end, when I mean optimize the back end of your listing, that would be under Edit, and it'd be under the Keywords tab down here, Search Terms. All right, you want to fill this out with your next best set of keywords. So ones that are not in your title. Okay, so they can be in your bullet points, but I recommend using your next best set of keywords. So like your top 5 keywords will go in your title if you can fit them all. If not, then those remaining 2 or 3 or 1 or 2 go into search terms, and then the next set of like 5 to 10 of your best keywords. All right. So make sure you're well optimized on the back end in search terms. All right. So Cerebro is a really powerful tool. If you don't have Helium 10, go ahead and check that out. The link for that software is in the description below the video, and they have a lot of tools. It's just an all-in-one suite of software and features and tools that we get for Amazon sellers. It's just a great software, and I really like using it to find products, to help me create my listings, to help me run my PPC campaigns, all of that. Okay, next, make sure you upload all your images. You want to fill out all the spots of images that you have. Usually it's 7 to 9 images inside of your listing. It'll be under the Images tab, and make sure you fill out all of your images, okay? So I'm missing one here, but this is the Energy Guide label, so that's a little bit different. Now, of course, we won't be able to do a picture, a video in our listing like this one here has a video as the last image. We won't be able to do that until we have brand registry, but that's okay. Getting started, you can still sell a lot and make a lot of money, like my second product did without having brand registry. My second product got launched. It started selling right away. I ran out of inventory. I didn't order enough units, and I just did my best with optimizing my listing, having the keywords in there, creating a listing for the customer that really speaks to the customer's needs and wants is really important. Okay, guys, and my best tip, now I just read an article recently where the one of the top Amazon sellers was telling us that from their data, customers simply go onto your listing and they look at a couple things. They look at the images first. So the customer will come onto your listing to decide if they're going to buy or not. They look at your images, okay? Then they look at your title. Then they look at the price. And then they just quickly glance at the first part of the bullet points. And then that's it. Usually that's about 90% of people. They want to see, is this product good quality? Does it meet my needs and elevate my status? Will it not fail? And does it have the least likely chance of arriving damaged or not working? Okay, so that's a really powerful article that I just read. Customers simply want to look at your images, your title, the price, and the bullet points and decide, will this product work for what I need it? Does it have all the features and benefits that I want it to have? And does it have the least likely chance of failing? And then they make their purchase decision that quick. Okay, so craft your listing in a way that's optimized like that. For launch, now that you have your listing well optimized and ready to go, the next step is we need to start getting reviews as fast as possible. The faster you can get reviews, the faster you'll make money. In the very beginning, I like to use my friends and family, but there's a huge but here. You need to space these out, and they can't be family members that have the same last name as you, and you have to temporarily delete both these family members and friends off of Facebook and Instagram, okay? So I like to use and this is just for my first 5 to 10 reviews, my friends and family. They'll order the product, wait for it to get to their house, leave a 5-star review. All is good. All right. Just make sure that they don't have the same last name as you, and you have to temporarily delete them off Facebook and Instagram. All right. And then we're going to turn on the Amazon Early Reviewer program. Where do you do that? You'll go inside here once your product gets to the Amazon warehouse, and you're going to turn on the Early Reviewer program. This is Amazon's program that will help you get your first 5 reviews by following up with customers that buy your product organically and incentivizing them with a few dollars of coupons or gift cards for them to leave a review on your product. Now, this could take as quick as a week. It could take as long as over a month to get these first 5 reviews, depending on how well your product does right off the get-go. Okay, so sign up for the early reviewer program. I also like, when I get ready for launch, or when my product gets to the warehouse and I'm launching, to set up a coupon code. So I will set up like a 5% or a 10% off coupon on my listing. Okay, so that is like will just be on your listing permanently, and it just entices the customer to buy. So let me see if I can find one here with a coupon. Okay, so this one's a little bit strange. I'm not seeing one with a coupon. Let's kind of change the keywords here, find a different product, and show you what a coupon code. So this will just run on your listing. So right here, save $2 with the coupon, and then customers can just simply apply that. And it just kind of entices the customer to buy a little bit more. Okay, so I like to run that for launch as well. And then the last thing I want to go over, we've done a coupon code on the listing. We've done Amazon Early Reviewer program. We spaced out our first few 5-star reviews by having our friends and family purchase our product over a couple days to a week, and then waiting for the product to get to their house, and then leaving a 5-star review. I also like to use Helium 10's Helium 10 follow-up for an automatic email follow-up sequence. So this is where every time a customer buys your product, this will automatically send them out an email. Okay. There's also another way to do this, which is you go into your orders page and manage orders. And of course, this is one of my accounts. I just use this for demonstration purposes. But this is one of my very first accounts that, of one of my 4 accounts that I use for demonstration purposes. But I have 4 seller accounts. And this is where you can contact, the buyer. You're able to now contact the buyer and send them a request for a review. So check that out under your orders tab you're able to now message the buyer, and you could follow up with them and say, you are the owner of such and such brand. You're following up to make sure your product, my product, or our product met all of your expectations. It would mean the world to me if you could take a minute to please leave us a product review on our product listing page. Okay, so that's another tip. You can do that as your first set of orders and purchases come in. You should also by now hopefully had your the Amazon seller app downloaded to your phone, so you can keep a track on your inventory, your price, and sales daily on your phone as well. So we've got Amazon Early Reviewer Program. We've got follow-up email sequence going. We're also contacting buyers manually. We've got a coupon code on our listing. We've got our first 5 to 10 5-star reviews from friends and family. Now it's time for PPC campaigns, okay? And I'm not going to go in depth on how to set up PPC campaigns in this video, but I will make another video soon on how to set these up. Basically, you're going to go to Advertising Campaign Manager, and you're going to go down here to Create Campaign, okay, right here. And then it's going to be Sponsored Products, Continue, and this is where you will set up your campaign. So basically, what I recommend doing for launch and how I launch all of my products is I do 2 automatic campaigns, okay, 2 to 3. I'll put 2 automatic campaigns ongoing, you know, for 1 month and 2 months. These are PPC automatic campaigns, one $15 a day budget, one $30 a day budget. I let those run because we want to be collecting data on what keywords our product sells best for. Amazon's going to advertise our product for the right keywords, and then we're going to be able to download a report and find out what are the best keywords that are getting us the most sales, okay? And then I set up 2 or 3 manual PPC campaigns. So one will be an exact match manual PPC campaign, and then one can be a broad and phrase campaign, or just a broad and phrase manual PPC campaign at $15 to $50 a day, and one manual campaign exact match for your best keyword at $50 a day, or $20 to $50 a day, exact match keyword for your top #1 keyword. This is just for launch. That $15 to $50 a day manual PPC campaign exact is just your best #1 keyword. That's just for the first 2 weeks for launch, or you can run it just for a week. And then we let those 2 automatic PPC campaigns go. And then I also set up another manual PPC campaign with my top 10 to 15 broad, phrase, and exact keywords, okay? And that can be anywhere from $20 to $50 a day budget as well for launch. And then you can see what PPC campaign is getting you the most impressions, clicks, sales, and orders, okay? So then it'd be time to download those reports and optimize your campaigns by entering in negative keywords. Down here, negative keyword targeting. And I will make another video on how to set up these PPC campaigns, but basically you put in the campaign name, how long you want the campaign to run for, your daily budget, automatic or manual, and then you can leave it at dynamic bids down or up and down. Either one is fine depending on what you're aiming for. Then right here it'd be like manual, broad, and phrase, and exact would be the ad group name. You'd add your product, you'd go down, and we're going to do keyword targeting. I can cover product targeting in my next video. And then you would enter a list here, and you'd have your Cerebro reverse ASIN lookup best list of your top best keywords, broad, phrase, and exact, that you could enter into here, and then enter the bid over here. And what I recommend doing is taking the suggested bid and timesing it by 1.3. So raising it by 1.3 or 30%. So if the suggested bid was 91 cents, times it by 1.3 to make it 30% higher. And so you'd put 1.18. And that's what I recommend doing for your broad, phrase, and exact top 10 best keywords. Okay. And then you would just simply launch campaign. All right. And then we're going to let that run. And that will, guys, will wrap up the video for today to get you going on how to start selling your product, optimizing that listing, getting ready to start making money. And how cool is it that we get to be part of this Amazon ecosystem and build out an extremely profitable Amazon business using Amazon's fulfillment network, FBA. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for those of you who stayed till the end. I know it was a lot of information in a short amount of time, but I really want you guys to be set up for success when you're ready to start selling your product. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Please hit the subscribe button and like this video before you leave, and I'll see you in the next one.